What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the iTip Report. My name is Avani. This is where culture, classics, and commentary resides. Before you do anything, click on that notification bell and subscribe to my channel. Well, subscribe to my channel first and then click on the notification bell. So every time I upload, you will get notified. Yes, and don't forget to like. I have to emphasize and tell you guys, don't forget to like the video. The more you like, the more it gets promoted. That's how it seems. Anyway, listen, I haven't been on YouTube for 2 weeks. It's been rough. It's been rough emotionally. It's been rough mentally. It's been rough just looking at life and see how it is right now. It's been really rough. I can't even front with you guys, or I'm not a fronter. But it has been. But what I can tell you guys is that 2020 has been a hell of a year, and I'm just like, my mind state, I'm just like so ready for 2020 to be over. That's how I feel. Don't get me wrong. I am grateful to see another day. I am grateful that I'm living, that you are living, that you are still able to see what's going on in this world. But yo, I'm gonna tell you, I was thinking and I was telling one of my good friends yesterday on the phone how if I could rewind back time, like if I could, you know how if you could see in the future when you were swimming around trying to get to the light to get here, and you're not knowing that you're coming into this world. I told my friend, I was like, listen, if they gave me a rundown, just think about it. I'm in the sea of life. I'm just going to say it like that. And this is so crazy, right? The sea of life with millions of my brothers and sisters, and we're trying to get to this planet. We're trying to get to the light, to be born. If somebody would have told me, yo, this is how the world is going to be, this is what you're going to have to deal with, yo, not for nothing, I would tell them, no, thank you. I could swim. I'd rather stay here. Because, listen, this world is like a mess. It's a mess. It's not the world. I retract that statement. It's some of these evil people in this world. It is not great. Life is tough, depending on the situations that you have been dealt with. And let me tell you something. Some people think that because you have money, you're still going to be happy. That is not true. You got people walking around here with millions of dollars and they still not happy. That tells you guys that is more to life than money. Yes, we need money to survive and everything like that, and to pay our bills and to make sure we're good and make sure our generations are good, and the list goes on. But you have to really think about it. Like, would you pick being a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire? Are you going to be happy? You may think you're going to be happy. Let me tell you something. I make a certain amount of money. I wouldn't even want people to know I have money at all. I would want to be walking around here just like how I'm walking around here. You know, I'm living comfortably. I'm blessed to be still living, you know, at 43, going on 44. And I want to be happy. And I want people that watch this video, you know, to be happy and to have a positive, just a positive mind. Yo, Rest in peace to George Floyd. I usually, and this is my personality, I don't like watching violent videos. I can't see how some people watch violent videos. People killing people, people attacking people. That is not my thing. But people watch these crazy videos every damn day. I was like, you know what? Let me try to see like what happened visually. This is rough. I don't want to see this. I don't want to watch this. But let me see if I can make out something. And let me tell you guys, that video, OMG. It was sad. I was emotional. I was in my feelings. How long are we going to deal with this? In the midst of all of this stuff going on right now, you're literally watching somebody losing their life. And it's like on a stage that everybody could see. And no one's doing anything. You know, of course, the people that stand around, they're talking. Salutes to them for saying, hey, can you like ease up on him with your knee? It's terrible. Terrible. Yo. Protesters, and I did some of my research. This is from the Washington Post. Headline is Protests over death of George Floyd disrupt Twin City and beyond. It says Minneapolis city leaders sought to reassure the public after the death of 46-year-old George Floyd in police custody Monday. Prompt peaceful protests that morphed into destructive fires and looting late Wednesday night and Thursday. Dozens stormed a Target in neighborhood St. Paul and grabbed items they did not pay for at about 11:30 a.m. local time Thursday. St. Paul police spokesman Steve Linders told the Washington Post, officers quickly arrived and broke that group up, he said, and no arrests were made. Mayor Jacob Fry said during a Thursday news conference that the work ahead will focus on community safety, including the protection of infrastructure I'm so mad right now, such as grocery stores that residents need to access and amid the coronavirus. At least 16 buildings were damaged as a result of the chaos, the city fire chief confirmed. A viral video that shows a white police officer holding his knee on the neck of Mr. Floyd, who was black and who was taken without a pulse from the scene and pronounced dead at the hospital, prompt the unrest. You know what? This society is worried so much about money, and they did this with all these stores. Now, let me tell you something. I don't condone anyone looting, breaking into stores, none of that. I don't condone none of that. But let's be real right now. People are pissed off. And you think people are going to sit back and just not say anything? We've been dealing with this for years, on top of years, on top of years. We have a long list of black people getting gunned down by the cops, getting harassed. We have a long list, losing their life, and then never coming back. And all the people could say, you know, as far as the government and the station, the police stations and law enforcement, the list goes on. All they could say is, I'm sorry. It's more, we need more than sorry. How much sorry you want to do? I guarantee you that if this was another nationality, this wouldn't even be going down. It would be so much craziness going on. You'd be like, what's going on? Yo, this country is not great. I don't care what anyone say. They make it seem like America is so great, but when you look at the statistics, you see how great they are. We're overtaxed, you know. People losing jobs. Car insurance is expensive. Food is expensive. If you want to eat healthy, you got to pay more to eat healthy. If you want to eat crazy, unhealthy, it's 99 cents. It's dirt cheap. You can go to McDonald's right now and get soda for $1 in any size. You're putting crazy stuff in our food. High fructose, parabens in products. It's the list goes on. But we great. This is a great country. Lord have mercy. That's all I could say. It's not great, guys. It's not. I don't condone violence on anyone, but I definitely don't condone violence on my people. My chocolate, beautiful, highly intelligent people. I'm just like so annoyed. You go on these jobs and stuff, people are miserable. They not happy, they stressed out, rent is high. And every day, you look at social media, you look at TV. For some of you guys, if you still read the newspaper, it's nothing but negativity. My condolences to Mr. George Floyd's family. I know they hurting right now. I've seen a few interviews, if I'm not mistaken, from his cousins, and they're like in shock. Like anybody would be. Cousin and no cousin. You like, dag. I'm getting punished just because you're black, or just because you're a certain nationality. It's real out here. Guys, I hope that you try to remain strong as possible, and you really just pay attention and be alert. Be grateful also that when you leave your house and you could go maneuver in this world and do what you need to do and come back home. When you come back home, at least thank God that you can come back to your house safely. Because it's real out here, guys. Let me tell you. This is before I go. One day, I'm coming from work. It's at night. I very rarely get stopped by the cops. But I've had my experiences, you know. And I remember when Sandra Bland got murdered, I was like, oh my goodness. And probably like maybe a few weeks after that, I got randomly stopped. Like, I don't know if you guys experienced this, but if you're driving and then all of a sudden just law enforcement just come out of nowhere, you don't see them, it's like a ghost. It's like they got trackers or something on your car. I've seen it. You don't see them around and they just come out of nowhere and just stop you. You know? And I remember getting stopped. And I maybe was like 10 minutes away from my house. And all I could think about is, I don't want to die like this. Or I don't want to get killed like Sandra Bland. All I could think about was Sandra Bland. That's all I could think about. And all you can really do is try in your mind state to be calm. But I'm going to tell you guys, in certain situations, I have realized why people will flip out because they just had enough. The intrusive questions, where you're going, what you're doing, is this your car? I see why people flip out. And it takes a certain mind state, a calm mind state, for you not to even get to that point. Because if you do, you might be taking a dirt nap. And I never forgot. I think this is like my first time, my second time getting stopped. And I've been here for years. And a cop just walked up on me. And then another cop walked up on the other side with his gun, with his hand on his gun. That is like traumatizing to see that. And you know you haven't did anything. And then he asked me, do you have your license? Listen, nice and calm. I said, you know what? I do have my license. I have my big bag on the seat. My tote bag is big. Usually I would have my license in a front, in a wallet, right access. But that day, I had dropped it, just like put it in there. And when he asked me that, my mind was like, I need to inform him that I might not be able to find my license right away. And thank God it was right on top of all this big bag. Took my license, left. The other cop's still there with his hand on his gun. And I have to tell him what I'm doing. Look, I'm digging in my bag. And I think when you really be calm and you sit and you give them eye contact and you look and you say, this is what I'm doing. My focus is, I need to get home, but this is what I'm doing. And he was like, okay. All for that because my signal light was out. I didn't know my signal light was out. And he was not nice at all. Rude for no reason. I didn't give him no attitude, no nothing. And, just things like that. You see why our people get pissed off and just flip out and lose it. And next you know they're not here. You see why? Because it's like, really, especially you not even doing anything. This whole situation, guys, is sad. It's like I hear, it's like every year, every quarter, you're hearing about this. All I could tell you is, guys, at this point, try to know the laws as much as possible. Read. A lot of times stuff is right there in front of you, but if you don't pick up a book or you don't research or whatever the case is, trust me, I have been to a certain point in my life like that. When it comes to laws, you really got to start paying attention and reading and read like some real research. I never want to come on my platform to you guys and tell you this happened, that happened, such and such, and it's wrong information. I wasn't even raised like that. I wasn't even taught like that in school, when public school was actually fun back in the days. It was research and find the facts. That's where my mind state right now. Like, you gotta research and find out and inform yourself and learn as much as possible, even though, because things are changing. But sometimes I'm just speechless by the stuff that I see and the stuff that's going on, These people with all this money and they own these stores, they're worried about they're worried about their products more than a human being who is human. We are not perfect. But they're worried about Target. And I like Target. I love Target. But you see, from the article that I read, they're talking about the items and stuff. People just had enough. Guys, if you don't take anything from this video, please listen to me what I'm telling you. Find out what the laws are in your state. Find out who all of the officials are. Keep yourself informed with the everyday changes. Prepared, because the way it's looking right now, it's going to get worse. That's how it's looking. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Straight up. It's like a catch-22. I am grateful to be living, but at the same time, I am so disappointed with what I'm seeing in this world. I am. You got people running around here, they don't got no food. They don't got at least decent clothes. transportation, everything is just crazy expensive. But then you watching people in higher government just chilling. They getting vacations like it's nothing. 5, 6, 2 weeks, a month vacation. They taking forever to pass laws. I'm like, how do these people sleep at night? That would bother me. It would bother me that I'm making all this money, tons and tons of money, and I have $12,000 freezers, and I'm talking about all my luxurious ice cream that I eat every day. Just like seeing somebody, a politician. And then you got people, everyday people, can't even eat ice cream. Can't even live in a nice area. You got essential workers out here, including myself, working and working and working. And then you find out the people you're working for, corporate, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for your time. They don't want to pay for your services. They don't want to pay for your skills. They want to give you pennies. They want to give you crumbs. Listen, guys, I am so over it. I am so over it. At this point in time, I highly suggest everybody to work for yourself. That's how I feel. You got managers, don't know how to manage. You got people at work, don't know how to talk to. I could run down a variety of things. It's been rough. I can't even sit here and say, oh, it's been okay. All I can say is I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that even though my job drives me crazy, I've been working through all of this. I always manage. God has always blessed me to work through all the madness throughout these 16 years. But I'm just like, it's gotta be more to life than this. So, overall, you have protection around these police officers who killed Mr. Floyd. And yeah, they got fired, but yeah, they got fired.